One of the many more reasons you can trust the Bible is the fact that the Bible did not just record the successes of great men, but also it records their failures, so that we will know that failure is not the end of life. Great men like Abraham, Moses, David, even the disciples of Jesus, Peter, for instance, even Jesus himself, they had their moment. So think about it. Have you ever thought about the fact that failure is just a setup for a comeback? Every failure or disappointment, if properly addressed, can position or reposition you for astounding success. So if you have experienced one failure or the other in the past, that is just one side, right? And a one-sided story is not balanced, it's not complete, because you have to experience one. If you experience one side, you are legally, spiritually, maybe morally and normally qualified to experience the other side. So failure is just the opposite of success, and nothing in life exists without an opposite side. For instance, every mountain there is a valley, right? Or have you ever seen a mountain without a valley, or a rainbow without a rain? Can light shine without darkness around it? The same way you can't have a one-sided coin or a one-sided story. Your story of failure is one-sided. It has the potential for the other side, which is success. So if you have experienced failure in the past, it is time and it's your turn to experience the opposite, which is success. And how do you do this? Well, number one, you stop focusing on one side of your story of failure. Stop talking about it. Stop dwelling in it. It's like a coin. Flip it over to the other side. It has a lesson, and yet it has an opportunity. And even victory. There's a victory on the other side. We read several times when Jesus experienced maybe failure or disappointment in one place, he often say, let us cross over to the other side. You can't remain at the side you are forever. It's time for you to cross over. You remember the story of Prophet Samuel and King Saul. Saul did something he wasn't supposed to do, and Samuel was very unhappy when God rejected him. He continued to mourn, and God woke him up one day. When are you going to stop mourning over Saul? Because I have rejected him. I have moved on. It's time for you to move on. Will you? Many of us, we dwell too long in our past, especially when it's failure. And it holds us back, not allowing us to move forward. Instead of you dwelling on the failure or disappointment of your past, turn it around, flip it over, and begin to see the other side of possibility. Start confessing the word of God over the situation. Think about what is possible, not what is not. And I like what Paul says in Philippians 4:8. He says, finally, brothers, and of course, sisters, right? He said, whatever thing is true, whatever thing is honorable, whatever thing is pure, whatever is acceptable, whatever is good, commendable, whatever is excellent, whatever is praiseworthy, those are the things you must think about, not your past failures. The Bible also says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So it means you are what you think, just like you are what you eat, you're what you watch, you're what you hear, you're what you say. Stop thinking about your failure of the past. Start to confess and to rejoice over the success of the present, of what God is doing right now, and for the success that is coming in the future. That is the correct way to deal with your past.